All right. Dang it. I keep doing that every single time. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Delay. I am, of course, Dr. Delay. We've got some more Pirates baseball for you today as the Colorado Rockies take on, of course, our very own Pittsburgh Pirates. The Rockies 37-93. They've been well, I wouldn't say a disaster. Yeah, no, they've been a disaster this year, of course. Probably not as bad as last year's White Sox, but, I would say, just as bad. I'd like to see a 3-game series between those guys. Of course, here's the scores pretty much from the series. The Pirates winning on Friday. Of course, I covered that one 9-0. The Pirates look pretty good. Yesterday, I did not cover it, but again, looking really solid, 5-1 over the Rockies. So worst case scenario for the Pirates, if they lose today, they will split the season series with the Rockies. Of course, the Rockies did defeat the Pirates 2-1 in Denver. So that's always kind of a bummer. So we'll see what we got today. Again, it'd be nice to win the season series against the worst team in the league, But, of course, it is the Pirates. But we're going to be, of course, pretty positive about it today. Starting pitcher, actually, we'll start off with the Rockies. So this guy, he is making his major league debut, McCade Brown. This year in the minors, he has been pretty good, though he only reached AA. They decided to bring him up anyway. This year in high A ball, 1.60 ERA, 9 starts. And then he went, of course, and made 11 starts in AA, 3.14. Hello there, Ultimate Sports. How's it going? Thank you, of course, for stopping on by. But yeah, no, so this is the debut of McCade Brown. So, hey, good luck, man. I'm pulling for you. Of course, it is against the Pirates, so maybe not as just do worse than Skeens, of course. And as you heard, again, Skeens is the starting pitcher. 7-9 record. I mean, again, that record, don't listen to it. Don't really look at it because that's not really what's important. 2.16 ERA, 0.96 WHIP. He's been very good. Elite, if you will, though I guess technically the last 7 games, a little bit below par for him, 2.84 ERA, which is still amazing. 1.08, of course, in his last 2 starts against the Blue Jays and the Brewers. 10 innings and 6 earned. So I guess he's been on a little bit of a cold streak. Doctor, how did the rest of the stream go? You got sidetracked to Hawaii. The stream went well. The stream went actually a lot better than I expected with Sam Houston and Western Kentucky. So, yeah, we'll take it. We will take it. There he is. Here I am in the flesh. Got done with your Iowa State, Kansas State recap. Okay, cool. Nice. The Pirates starting lineup. It's going to be Simon, Gonzalez, Reynolds, Horwitz, McCutcheon, Sawinski, Triolo, Davis, and Isaiah Kiner. Again, I always have to say his full name for some reason. For the Rockies, the visiting Rockies, going to be Freeman, Moniak, Goodman, Beck, Doyle, Tovar, Bernabel, I always mess that up, Karros, and Fulford. That is your starting lineup for the Rockies. And again, I appreciate you guys all tuning in. I know it's not exactly the most exciting teams of baseball, but of course it's our very own Pirates. And of course, if you're a visiting Rockies fan, don't feel like you're in the wrong place. We're all pretty chill. I mean, we're not much better, to be honest with you. Again, for the season series, we're only up a game on you guys. So again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you'd like. Of course, Pittsburgh, Colorado, or sports fans in general. This is a sports channel. So make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe if you're a fan of the play-by-play. Thanks for chilling early on this Sunday morning. Oh, yeah, for sure. I was just chilling. I woke up at like 6 o'clock my time. So I was just, I'm like, why not? Why not stay the whole stream? And I was like in and out. I was playing a game. So I'm such an adult here just playing some video games. But yeah, again, make sure to definitely leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, a shout out to the members. I just started this again. Special shout out, of course, to Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans is the commercial break sponsor. And, of course, again, shout out Hammer, Tris, Chris, and the Super Chatters, Hammer, Rising Rhino, Magic Man, Draven, and Abacus Flinch. That is awesome. But again, thank you again for just clicking on the live stream. I know there's, especially for Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens, that brings out the other Pirates YouTubers. But I'm not going to talk smack, but I will say, again, I'm here regardless of Paul Skeens. So there you go. I'm just going to say that right now. That unlike the other guys, I'll be here, and it's not just Paul Skeens. Let's see. Again, we're still a few minutes away from first pitch, so you'll have to bear with me. But, again, Freeman, Moniak, and Goodman will be guaranteed to be up in the top of the first. Looking at the standings, of course, both these teams not necessarily in the wild card hunt, but a little bit of a fun fact today. The Colorado Rockies, if they lose and the Mets win, they are officially eliminated from playoff contention. I know that's kind of a guarantee that they're not making the playoffs, but just a little fun fact there. Again, in theory, if everyone else were to lose and they would win, they would be tied with the Mets. I know that's not happening. As Skeens is now finally getting on the mound. So again, about another minute and a half before first pitch. But definitely, again, we will get this game on hopefully as soon as possible. Doing Houston, Baltimore. All right, good luck. I know 2 streamers that do those games, so good luck with that. Legit Pirates fan, look at the jerseys. Grandma, no, I don't think so. That's not true. Misinformation. I'm not picking the Rockies because I think they will win. I just love debut pitchers. Yeah, no, again, I know there's some people still tuning in, but we can go over, the new pitcher for the Rockies today, McCade Brown, making his MLB debut. So, again, very exciting for him. And normally I would pull for him, but, again, he's playing my team, so, I can't really pull for him too much. But, again, his numbers in the minors, again, he didn't pitch in AAA, but still really solid regardless. Again, a 3.14 in AA, and earlier this year he was in the higher A ball, and a 1.60 ERA. So not too shabby. We'll see if that's able to translate, of course, to the big leagues. And you can make the argument that the Pirates don't have a big league lineup. So, maybe this is just like AA for him. But we'll see. It's pretty exciting, again, to see, hey, this guy might be a star, and, hey, I got to call his debut. So, got U.S. Open tennis on TV. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I haven't been able to watch much tennis lately. Used to play I played tennis in high school. So I do like some good old tennis. Freeman is in the on-deck circle. Again, probably about another 30 seconds away from starting today. But Freeman, again, will be leading off. He's batting .288 OPS of 747, 2 homers and 25 RBIs. No, yeah, U.S. Open. No, I knew exactly. Yeah, I'm a tennis guy myself, or at least used to be. So they are highlighting Brenton Doyle. Apparently he's batting .400 since the All-Star break, so he has been on a tear as of late. So we'll be looking at that. Again, the Rockies haven't really done much. They've only scored 1 run in the series, so that might mean they're kind of due, but they are facing Paul Skeens. So there is that. But again, he has been struggling as late. Again, 6 runs in the last 2 games, but we'll see as we're about to get underway. They do have the first female umpire today. Of course, we all probably saw that video on social media of the first pitch that she ever called. That was pretty good. We're just going to leave it at that as Skeens begins the windup, kicks and deals. Ground ball to short. Triolo has it, throws to first for out number 1. Just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. And that will bring up Mickey Moniak. Moniak is batting .259, OPS of 795, 18 homers and 49 RBIs. Rockies would be winning if they were playing golf. Hey, there we go. Got to win at something. Skeens begins the windup, and here is the pitch. And that'll be outside for ball 1, 97 on the radar gun. Moniak batting .259, OPS of 795, 18 homers and 49 RBIs. As Skeens kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 96, pretty much right at the exact same spot in the right-handed batter's box. If he had an oar, he probably would have made contact with it. 1-1 counts. Skeens delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 90 below the zone. Fooled him with that one. Again, that was a changeup, so a little bit out in front. A little bit out in front of Mickey Moniak. Again, 18 homers. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all with only 330 at-bats. As Skeens kicks and deals way outside for ball 2. And that, again, he'll sometimes do that. He'll just kind of release it a little bit early or late or something like that. Again, he'll just have a wild pitch there. 2-2 count. Here it is. That's going to be poked back and found back. 98 on the gun. Is it too early to say he's the new Hernandez? Probably a little too early, but again, the first the first game wasn't exactly the best game that she's had. As here is the 2-2. And again, way outside. Again, that'll just happen every now and then for Skeens. When it happens this early in the game, historically, from what I've seen, it might not be that great of an outing. We'll see, though. Maybe you can lock in. 3-2 count. Skeens kicks and fires. That's going to be popped up, but that will become a souvenir. You crazy? They lose at golf? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Have my low voice today for some reason. I guess I haven't really spoken much. 3-2 count. Skeens fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Look at that. One pitch, ground ball, and then a strikeout, so not too shabby. That'll bring up Hunter Goodman, the catcher. He's batting .274, OPS of .844, 25 homers and 73 RBIs on the season. Again, the Rockies, you look at the numbers individually for the players, actually a much better offense than the Pirates. Of course, that's probably because of where they play, but it's still a fact regardless. Skeens at 9 pitches. As Skeens rocks and fires. That's going to be a chopper, and that is a foul ball. Do you have a poll? Feel free to let me know what you think today. Who's going to win? 12 votes in. 75% of you guys think the Pirates will win. 25 believe the Rockies will win. As Skeens delivers. Chopper, and again, that's a foul ball. So 0-2 to Hunter Goodman. Goodman just one of the better hitters when he pulls it or hits it up the middle. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to shallow left center. And Triolo is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go the Rockies as we head to the bottom of the first. Your score is 0-0. All right, once again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Definitely helps out this little channel. Again, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Been here since opening day and have no plans on stopping anytime soon. So definitely subscribe. In fact, tomorrow I'll be coming back. Obviously, I'm a Pirates fan, so it's mostly Pirates. I'll be doing Pirates and Cardinals tomorrow. So definitely do that. But as you can see, again, there's my body of work. If you're able to look at your tablet, phone, computer, TV, definitely look at what I've done. Again, it's mostly Pirates. I do bounce around, though. But I do more Pirates than the other guys, for sure. Thank you, Dr. Light, for doing the games. Back in the 80s, I listened to games on the radio with my grandfather, so it's nice to sort of have the same experience as an adult. You do a great job. Thank you. That is very kind. That is very kind. My one thing I wish I could kind of add to this is I wish I could have like a like the crowd, like a crowd noise or something like that rises and lowers on the occasion. Like if I could figure out how to get that in here, I think that would be like the propeller for the channel, because then people would, I don't know, that would be awesome. Would be nice. I don't know how I can make that work, but that is something I'm trying to think of. How can I make that work? Coming up to the plate whenever we do return to action is going to be Ronnie Simon, batting .221, OPS of .545, no homers and 6 RBIs. Rising Rhino is crazy indeed. He is. A little bit of a wild guy. Interesting fella. But a good guy regardless. Again, make sure to check out Rising Rhino if you haven't done so already. Make sure to subscribe to him for all your football needs. Of course, we'll be doing a show together starting September 4th. We'll do that every Monday and Thursday mornings. As Simon is coming up to the plate, and again, the debut of McCade Brown is going to be the first pitch. Is going to be fouled back 95 on the fastball. What about a soundboard? Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I don't know. I just don't know how I can try to find that, Traven. As here is the 0-1. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. You like crowd noise until sell the team. Hey, I don't. I think that makes it even better at the baseball purists. Thank you, of course, for stopping by. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball, and that is a foul ball. Hard hit down the left field line, but just slicing foul. Crazy in a great way. Oh, yeah, no. He is awesome. 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that might stay in playable territory, and it does. Up next to the fence, or I should say the screen, as Karros makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .280, OPS of .715. 5 homers and 19 RBIs. So there we go. McCade's first batter is an out. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball almost taking Gonzalez's head off. Had to duck below. 1-0. Gonzalez has been hitting the ball a little bit better as of late. .337 batting average in August. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That'll be in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0. Again, not exactly the series of the year or anything, but hey, we'll hopefully get some good baseballs. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. We like to have fun. You definitely like to have fun, of course. 2-1 count. Brown kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. A ball upstairs. Strike 2. Now, Brown is kind of working fast here. As Gonzalez did step off. Again, just kind of take a little bit of a breather. 2-2 is the pitch, or a pitch count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. His first major league strikeout is against Nick Gonzalez. Wow, so far looking pretty good. McCade Brown again. Maybe this is a star, guys. You never know. As that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Again, he has played a lot better as of late. I think that's making all of us Pirates fans pretty happy. He's batting .246, OPS of .709, 13 homers and 63 RBIs. Here is the pitch. Chopper to short. Tovar has it. Throws to first for out number 3. Look at that. Brown matching schemes. 1, 2, 3. Go the Pirates. So we head to the top of the second. Your score is 0-0. Once again, there's like nothing happening. If you're looking for other scores around Major League Baseball, well, I have some bad news. This is the early game. It's the Roku game, so not much happening. Apparently, St. Louis and Tampa Bay is in a delay, but okay. But yeah, no, folks, if you like the channel, definitely make sure to leave a like. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, I do mostly for baseball season, of course. That's what's happening right now, obviously. Do a lot of Pirates. Of course, I do bounce around because, the Pirates aren't exactly the best. But it is mostly Pirates. If you're a Pirates fan, like, okay, well, I want you to do every Pirates game. Well, I can't do that. But it is mostly Pirates. So you can rest assured that I'll be getting the Pirates in 3 to 4 times a week at least. And sometimes it can be more. And in fact, tomorrow, again, I'll be doing the Pirates-Cardinals Game 1 of the series. Of course, I'll be doing plenty of football. So, again, if you're a sports fan tuned in right now, definitely leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more play-by-play as this channel continues to grow. And again, thank you for even clicking on the live stream, as it again helps out the little channel. But as of late, again, it's growing, and again, it's thanks to you guys. Due up for the Rockies will be Beck, Doyle, and Tovar. As again, the Rockies only with one run in the series, and they have a tall task today against Paul Skeens. Of course, we're still in commercial break, so maybe I jumped the gun a little bit there, but trying to time it. And feel free to chat about whatever you'd like down below. I do try to read as many comments as possible. Sam Howell traded yes, I saw that. I saw that already. Carson Wentz actually going to the Vikings, so look at that. The Vikings quarterback going to the Eagles, and an old Eagles quarterback going to the Vikings. As we're returning to coverage in Pittsburgh, where the score is 0-0. And we're just showing Neil Walker's family tree. Father Tom Walker, Uncle Chip Lang. Brother-in-law is Don Kelly. That's interesting. As Skeens kicks and deals. That'll be low for ball 1. You coach Sam Howell Middle School. Oh, that's really cool. That is so neat. That is pretty cool. Again, Jordan Beck at the plate as he faces a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be sent to center. And that is Sawinski, who squeezes the glove for out number 1. That'll bring up Brenton Doyle. He's batting .247 on the year, OPS of .694, 14 homers and 50 RBIs. Again, as of late, he has been crushing the ball. You can see in his last 30 games, batting .366 OPS. That is over 1,000. In his last 7, batting .440 OPS, over 1,300. Here's the pitch. That'll be outside for ball 1. For the series, well, he only played yesterday, but he's 2 for 4. I guess I should have been doing the series stats. My bad, guys. That's on me. Did not think about that just until now. My bad. Here is the 1-0. That'll be in there for a called strike. Hunter Tyson. Okay. I'm not familiar with him, but that is still pretty neat. That is still pretty neat. 1-1 count to Doyle. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to short. Triolo has it, throws to first, gets him by a step. It was a slow dribbler to short. So that gets the red-hot Doyle out for out number 2. And that'll bring up Ezekiel Tovar. He's batting .265, OPS of .747, homers and 22 RBIs. For the series, he is 0 for 6 with a walk. My guy, hey, Reggie, how's it going? Thank you, man, for stopping on by. Appreciate it. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1, just inside. Actually, the Viking cheerleaders all look like the women, but if you look closer, some of them got full beards on their face. Yeah, definitely not exactly my cheerleaders. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Tovar. Yeah, no, that's just, yeah. It's just not, yeah, that's just not my thing. That'll bring up Warming Bernabell's batting .295, OPS of .839, 4 homers and 13 RBIs. Again, runner on first, 2 outs. As Skeen sets, rocks and fires. And that'll be low for ball 1. Yeah, the Panthers also have, yeah. Yeah, not that great. It's not great. 1-0 count here to Bernabell. Skeens delivers, pokes at it, and that's going to be a foul ball. So 1-1 is the count to Bernabell. And he's a rookie. He was pretty good against the Pirates in Denver when they first, of course, played the Pirates. And looking to he's keeping on going. Again, batting .295. OPS north of 800. 1-1 counts. Skeens kicks and deals. Swing, and actually a foul tip. Just get a piece of that one. So it's 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. Score is 0-0. 0. Foul tip went off Henry Davis's knee. Luckily, there's some padding there. He still grimaced. 1-2. Skeens. Roxanne fires. That is inside for ball 290 on the changeup. Paul Skeens, just what the doctor ordered. The doctor did indeed order some Paul Skeens. 2-2 count. Skeens sets and delivers. That's going to be poked back and fouled back, as that is a souvenir. Let's go Bucks. Thank you, Denny, for stopping on in. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys for tuning on in on this Sunday afternoon. For me, it's actually still in the AM. Again, I'm a Central Time Zone guy. As Skeens looks over at first, sets, and a pickoff attempt, but Tovar is back safe and sound. Again, if you guys are wondering, well, why is this guy a Pirates fan if he's in the Central Time Zone? Well, again, I was born in Pennsylvania, but then my parents decided to move me at the age of 8, so I had no choice in the matter. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, so nothing doing there for the Rockies. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. The score is still 0-0. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Again, I know these aren't the most exciting teams in the world, but again, hey, if you're just a sports fan, if you're just a loyal fan of your team, you're going to tune in. Again, thank you very much for clicking on the live stream. And definitely, again, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, if you're a Pirates fan, you're just now discovering me, I guess I won't hold it against you, but I've been here pretty much since opening day. So, again, it's mostly Pirates. I will mix in some other games. So, again, it's like I'm not trying to catfish. Well, I just do strictly Pirates. No, that's not the case, but it is mostly Pirates. Of course, I'm enjoying them while we have them. Just another month of baseball left. And, of course, I'll be doing the postseason for plenty of other NL teams, really. So, again, subscribe to the channel. Of course, I will be doing football, NFL, and college. So definitely subscribe for that. As you can see, I'm a Steelers fan, so every Steelers game, of course, and a game voted on by you guys. So, again, 2 games every Sunday. One of them you guys vote for. Dr. Delay, how do you like Banana Ball? I understand the market for it. I just can't watch it. I don't like Banana Ball. I am I would say anti, like the Savannah Bananas or whatever they're called, but I'm good. I don't need to watch that. It's not for me, and I'm fine. I'm fine with not watching it. But yeah, that's kind of me there. I'm good. Thanks for being in my PAX stream yesterday. Yeah, I was able to tune in for a little bit. Congratulations, by the way. Again, yeah, no, JJ's not here. JJ's like the king. And when I was first starting this off, I did Pirates Phillies. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, why could I not get no one to click? Like, at 87, And, I'd been going on a nice little streak there. And then, oh, JJ. Yeah, that's before I met, everybody. So, I'm like, yeah, that's probably why. All right, again, we're still on commercial break. But apparently, they're about to get started back in Pittsburgh. Again, bottom of the second, 0-0. Spencer Horwitz at the plate, batting .259, OPS of .718, 6 homers and 36 RBIs. He only played on Friday, which he had a great day. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. 2 for 5 on Friday's game. 1 home run and 2 RBIs. So pretty good day on Friday. Here's the 0-1. That'll be inside for ball 1. SJ, how's it going? How is it going? 1-1 counts. As here is the pitch. Breaking ball, that is way outside for ball 2. Banana Ball is like the Globetrotters. Can't take it seriously. Yeah, it's just not for me. Yeah, I mean, if you like it, great. I'm not going to rip you for it. That's just me. I'm good. Here is the 2-1. That's going to be hit, and that is going to be a foul ball. Go Pirates. AR checking out the District Nation. 2-2 counts. Brown kicks and deals. That is going to be inside for ball 3. Did you watch the lingerie football? No, I did not. No. There will be no coverage of that on the channel. 3-2 counts. That's Brown. Wheels and deals. Check this swing. Did he go? That one was way inside, and he did not. So, that is a walk. Horwitz is on, and that'll bring up a Pirates legend. You may have heard of him. Andrew McCutchen. He's batting .241, OPS of .715 on the season, 12 homers and 47 RBIs. For the series, he is 3 for 7, and he homered yesterday. 1 home run and 6 RBIs in the series. Again, he's been fantastic, also with 2 RBIs as well. Here's the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Again, the Rockies pitcher's making his MLB debut today, so hopefully that walk didn't rattle him. Of course, for a Pirates fan, yeah, well, hopefully it did, but you definitely want you pull for a guy, again, 25-year-old rookie, so he's been grinding. Here is the 1-0. That'll be outside for ball 2. You work today, okay. There we go. 2-0 count. Brown. Not really looking at the runner. Sets. He's focused directly on McCutchen. Here is the pitch. That is going to be high for ball 3. That call could have went either way, but I'm not complaining. Three no counts. Brown sets and fires. Ground ball to third. Uh-oh. There's 1 and 2. A double play. McCutchen takes off his helmet. 3-0 count. Swinging on a pitch that was well inside. That's unfortunate. Normally a lot more patient at the plate. It is what it is. So that'll bring up Jack Sawinski. He's batting .128. OPS of .525. 3 homers and 7 RBIs on the season. So for 3 with the walk in the series played on Friday. Love to support channels like yours and Dr. DeLay here. As here is the pitch that is outside ball 1. As I also watch some that have surpassed 20. Wow. I appreciate you again. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys again. Here is the 1-0. And that'll be low for ball 2. 2-0 count to Jack Sawinski. Captain Jack, is he back? Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Did you get to see the highlight of the home run yesterday? No, I did not. I should look it up. Cody says, go Mariners. Okay, here is the 2-1. That'll be outside ball 3. Who do the Mariners got today? I'll check after this inning, actually. That's what I'll do. Well, I'll pull for the Mariners. I have no reason to not to pull for them. Again, I pull for your team unless they're playing my team. As here is the 3-1. That's going to be popped up. Under it is the first baseman. And he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Pirates. So we head to the top of the 3rd. Your score is still 0-0. Let's see, the Mariners. Who do the Mariners have today? They have the Athletics, the A's, the formerly known as the Oakland A's. Man, that's tough. Well, good luck. Again, the Mariners looking not too shabby in the AL, though as of late, not so great. 2-8 in their last 10. They're holding on to that last wild card spot. The Astros have won 3 in a row and have taken advantage. Now have a 3-game lead on the Mariners. Well, anyway, I do appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Again, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, tune in. This is a great channel for you. So you might as well subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thoughts on Paul Skeens? Probably the same as everyone else. He is amazing. Doctor, what if my team was your team? Doctor, what if my team was your team? Would you still support or would it cancel out? Unless they're playing my team. So that's what I have, Draven. Draven, I'm not following. My team is your team. But I'm saying, what if, I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and move on. Draven trying to confuse the doctor in the morning. Well, morning for me. Karros, Fulford, and Freeman are going to be due up for the Rockies whenever we do return to action here. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Again, this commercial break was brought to you by Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans Going to be the commercial break sponsor again. Thank you very much to everybody, but of course the $4.99 tier does get you the commercial break sponsor. And I just had to make, again, they forced me to put 2 tiers. Okay, I had to make another one. Let's see here. Again, we're still in commercial break, but I will go ahead and click on Kyle Karros. So again, a fun fact: if you played the old MLB The Show games, he is the son of the broadcaster Eric Karros. If you remember Matt Vasgersian and Eric Karros, this guy's the son of the color guy. He's batting .279, OPS of 811, 1 homer, and 5 RBIs. Dr. Delay, go Mariners. Okay, all right, I got it, Cody. I believe you. I'm pulling for him, too. I'm pulling for him. As we are returning to action in Pittsburgh. Again, it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. As Skeens kicks and deals. Ground ball up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Look at that. Karros jumping on Skeens there to begin the top of the third. That'll bring up Braxton Fulford. He's batting .225, OPS of 607, 1 homer, and 14 RBIs. For the series, he is 0 for 2. As Skeens looks over at first, sets, and delivers. That'll be outside for ball 1. Delay is the biggest riser of all. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Thank you, though. 1-0 count. Skeens sets and fires. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. Remember his dad, heck of a player. Okay, well, hey, looks to be pretty solid so far to begin his career. Count is even at 1-1, 1 man on, nobody out here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2, way out in front of the breaking ball. Count is 1-2. Again, the score is 0-0, so you can take some comfort in knowing you've scored as many runs today as 2 major league teams. So you're just as good as them, at least on paper. 1-2 count. Skeens looks over at first. Sets. And fires. Ground ball to third. Oh, short. Never mind. Throws to first. I thought IKF. Oh, and he beats it out. Oh, I thought he had him. That's why I was already yapping about it, but no. Oh, my goodness. An infield single. As Fulford was able to beat it out. IKF kind of made a play for it, but Triolo had to back him up. Oh, that's I feel like that should be an out. Looking at the replay, yeah, they're challenging. It's going to be close, to be honest with you. I feel like he's out, but we'll see again. So they're doing a little bit of a review here. As again, as of now, it's runners on first and second with nobody out here in the top of the third, but I think this may be overturned. Thank you for telling me I'm as good as MLB player. You're welcome, Jorge. You just got to believe in yourself. You just got to believe. You just got to believe. Might be some false confidence I'm giving you guys, but when the Giants play the Rockies, we're going to destroy them. Okay. All right, and he is out. So, yes. So, he was indeed out. So, that means there's 1 out with the runner on second. And again, that'll bring up Tyler Freeman. He's batting .287, OPS of 744, 2 homers and 25 RBIs. He's 0 for 9 in the series, 0 for 1 today. Shortstop couldn't get the force at second. Kind of a slow ground ball, AR. As Skeens looks back and delivers. That'll be way upstairs for ball 1. Count is 1-0 to Tyler Freeman. Again, runner on second with 1 out. Skeens rocks, sets. And a pickoff attempt. Oh, and they got him. He's out. Karros was just chilling pretty much. He was very daring with that lead. And Karros is kind of appealing that he wasn't tagged in time. I mean, the throw definitely beat him. I'd have to look at it. Here's the throw. And I don't know. This is going to be interesting, actually. Yeah. He kind of has an appeal. Oh, man, I don't know. And Colorado's going to challenge Gonzalez. I don't really know what he was doing. The throw clearly beat him. Oh, man. That is, I don't know. I mean, if Gonzalez didn't tag him before, that is such a blown opportunity. All right, SJ, we're gonna go ahead and yeah. I mean, I do appreciate you, but you know, we're gonna try to keep the language to a minimum. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I am very sorry about that. One word is fine, but when you keep trying to do it, it's like, you know, all right, we get it. We get it. Okay. All right, again, they're reviewing here. Again, it was a pickoff attempt. Initially, he was out, but really it's a lot closer than it should have been. Gonzalez, I don't really know what he was trying to do. Really should have just had the glove at the bag. I mean, I don't know. Interesting. So, again, they're looking at this. Caught him lacking for the moment. We'll see. We shall see. As we're all just kind of standing. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Yes. Calling the field stance. He is out. Again, it was a lot closer than it really needed to be. So Karros is out. Again, he was kind of, I don't know, he took a very huge lead, so I don't know what he was doing. All right, so it's 2 outs now here in the top of third. 1-0 count. Tyler Freeman at the plate, just to kind of remind you guys. Again, it's been a while since we've seen some action, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. As Skeens kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 86 right down the middle. 1-1 counts. Rob SGA. I mean, I prefer SGA over Rob for sure. As here is the 1-1. Ground ball foul. Travens. Yeah, that's wild. 1-2 count here to Tyler Freeman. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Looked like a promising start to the inning, but Rockies have fallen apart already. Here's the 1-2. That is way inside for ball 2. And it started off with a ground ball up the middle. And then it looked like initially we had runners on first and second with nobody out. Then he was called out at first when they replayed it. Then he was picked off at second. So back-to-back outs. As here is the 2-2. That's going to be popped up and fouled back. 2-2 to Tyler Freeman. Skeens at 35 pitches. Skeens wheels and deals. That's going to be low for ball 390 on the gun. If you like what you see. I'll go ahead and do that classic delay. 3-2, here's the pitch. That's going to be jammed, and that's going to be a foul ball. Freeman just staying alive again. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He's looking for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 9 in the series. With such a high batting average, you'd think a little bit, at least one hit a series. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a foul tip right back to the umpire. And, yeah, she definitely took a shot at the chin. Oh my gosh. That actually went underneath the chin there. Oh, wow. That's showing some toughness there. A little bit of an on-field. Now there's some, I don't know if that's a broken. Yeah, no, a little bit of the padding broke off, and she's going to continue with that. Wow. Okay. Hey, toughness. A little bit of respect there. We'll see. 3-2 count. Skeens kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. 99 right down the middle. Come and get it if you can. He struck him out. We head to the bottom of the third inning. The score, of course, is still 0-0. Skeen's going 7. I don't know, AR. I don't know. Doctor, you see the Stanford player dancing last night? I did not see that. I'll have to look at that. That's funny. That's funny. All right. Let's see here. If you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button if you're a fan of what you see, of course. Again, make sure to hit a like and subscribe if you're a sports fan. Again, it's a lot of Pirates, and of course, I'll be doing plenty of football as well. So yeah, no, definitely subscribe if you're a fan of sports, and of course, Pirates fans, of course, the Rockies fans, feel free to do that as well. Can't promise. In fact, it's very unlikely I will see you guys for the rest of 2025. But again, if you're a fan of other sports, or of course next year, hey, you need someone to call the Rockies Pirates games, I got you covered at least for that, for sure. But again, I do bounce around. That's why I'm not saying I guess never say never, but for the most part it is Pirates. But again, I will bounce around every now and then. Again, tomorrow we'll be covering Pirates and Cardinals. So again, if you're a Pirates fan, Pittsburgh fan of any of the teams, definitely subscribe. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Due up for the Pirates will be Triolo, Davis, and Kiner Falefa. Freeman's brother got his first Major League home run yet. Oh, wow. Look at that. He's got 99 problems, but a pitch ain't one. There we go. I like that. He got an 11-yard sack, started dancing, and chalked the drive and gave up. Nice. There we go. That's from Stanford, too. They're usually more, I don't know, they're kind of like Notre Dame. You got to be somewhat smart to go there. Again, do it for the Pirates will be Jared Triolo's batting .205, OPS of .621, 4 homers and 15 RBIs on the season. For the series, he is 4 for 8 with a home run. Wow, again, he's been playing much better as of late. Last 15 games, batting .304, OPS north of .850. So, again, this is the Triolo that we've kind of expected if you're a Pirates fan. He's a contact hitter that just couldn't hit for contact. As here is the pitch. That'll be outside for ball 1. This is the home for the Pirates. Are you excited? I should have probably did that. Football indeed, yes. 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. That'll be outside for ball 2. Greetings. It's 1:45 a.m., so that means, there we go. Go. Yeah, thank you again. Everyone check out Go Stros. Does a great job covering the Astros. If you're a baseball fan, again, just giving you more options to have a game called. Here's the 2-0. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Good luck, of course, with your stream, Go Stros. And just letting you know, you don't have your redirect on. So I'm just saying, if I were to finish this game before you finish yours, I could redirect to you, but I can't, actually, because you don't have it on, as that's going to be chopped foul, 2-2. Just letting you know, if you don't want that, that's fine. But just trying to spread the love, of course. Again, I do appreciate your support. Rising Rhino, of course, play-by-play with JJ. Pure Adrenaline, they've all been very supportive of the channel. District Nation, you saw him check in earlier. 2-2 counts. Brown kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to the right, and that's going to be a foul ball. Orioles birdwatcher, he's a guy that'd be very interesting to talk to for sure. 2-2 counts. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 3. Breaking ball, just not even close. It's all about working together. Right. That is correct. 3-2. Brown wheels and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that is just hooking foul. 50 watching. Let's kick that up to 70 and beyond. All right, Rising Rhino is telling you guys to multiply for some reason. Like, you have to double yourselves and log on in. 3-2 count. Brown fires. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Look at that guy, Jared Triolo. He's on fire. That'll bring up Henry Davis batting 177, OPS of 544, 5 homers, and 16 RBIs. Skeens is a killer. Oh, yeah. Have a good game. I'll check the redirect. Okay, there we go. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. All right, Brown kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left. Left fielder at the warning track. Oh, he leaps and makes the catch for out number one, just shy of the wall for a loud out number one. Again, Davis, and I've mentioned it especially in the last few broadcasts, he makes solid contact. The problem is it just seems to just find a glove. Whereas Birdwatcher's an absolute I know, like he's something. He is something. Making fake. Oh, all right, Kevin, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Definitely don't do that. That's going to be a pickoff attempt, but he is back safe and sound. Again, this is IKF at the plate. 1 out, 1 man on. 0-0 in the bottom of the third. Here is a bit showing bunt, and the bunt is down, but it is foul. Again, batting .265 on the year, OPS of 634, 1 homer and 34 RBIs. For the series, he is 3 for 8, so not too shabby. Pretty solid. Let's get loud. Again, I wish I could have some, like the crowd noise. That'd be so cool. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be high and inside for ball 1. 1-1 count to IKF. Kiner Falefa. Brown sets, rocks, and fires. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. They just need to stick with Davis. His defense is better, and I think he has the swing. He has to swing his way out of the problems. The split duty with Bart isn't helping. I agree. Completely agree. 1-2 count. Brown sets and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to be foul. Spam. No, don't do that. Don't spam. Do not do that. I really do appreciate you guys, but again, authentic growth is what I'm really after here. 1-2. Brown sets, wheels and deals. That's going to be popped up. Shortstop is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Ronnie Simon. It's batting .217, OPS of 537, 0 homers and 6 RBIs. As Teron Schaefer says, "Go Rockies, go!" There we go. Some Rockies fans in the chat. Thank you for stopping on by. Appreciate you. Brown kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is way outside for ball 1. Again, feel free, if you're a Rockies fan, tune in. Again, I understand I'm a Pirates fan, but that doesn't mean you don't have to be shy about it. You can talk about your team, you know. We're all in this together. We're both not so good this year. 1-0 counts, and Brown's going to try to pick off Triolo, but Triolo's back safe and sound. So 1-0, again, runner on first 2 outs. 0-0 is the score. Brown sets and delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 93 on the inside corner. What do you have? Multiple personalities, and each one has an account. Is that okay? You might want to talk to somebody about that, Draven. 1-1 count. Brown sets. And a pickoff attempt. Triolo is once again back safe and sound. Dropping that like to say, even though you're a Pirates fan, I respect your content. Skiing 7Ks and a W would be great for my parlay today. Okay, well, I'm pulling for you, of course, for multiple reasons. Trey, again, thank you for the kind words. Here is the 1-1. That is in there, but it's not called a strike. So Simon getting the call there. I appreciate you, Trey, for tuning on in. 2-1 count. Brown sets. kicks and deals. That is way inside. Ball 3. Throw is, oh, wow, that was out to center, but the second baseman was there to back up the short. That was the shortstop. That was way away. But Triolo is in at second as they put a runner in scoring position. Again, Triolo is a sneaky fast guy. He's like 6'3", like 220 or something like that, but he's got some speed. He's an athlete. Count is 3-1. Brown sets, looks back at second, looks back again, kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. 3-2. Ronnie Simon, 5'8", 150. He's a small guy with a big heart. I don't know. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball to second. Oh, the second baseman with a nice play. Throws to first. He is safe. Simon, there we go, with the big heart, just hustling down the line. Running out the infield single. Again, it was a nice play by the second baseman to make the diving stop, but Simon showing off the speed. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .279 OPS, 7-12, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs. Fan of neither, tuning in because I picked up Brown for fantasy this week. Getting desperate after Zach Wheeler news. Ooh, yeah, I heard about Zach Wheeler. That is unfortunate for the Phillies. And Brown looks pretty upset. He looked upset after the replay. I don't know. I mean, that's just you can't. I mean, the second baseman, got dirty for you. I mean, he made a great attempt and a great play. Simon, again, just too fast. When you're 5'8", 150, you got to be fast. I mean, you probably don't have much power. If you can't hit for contact and you're slow, I mean, shoot, I don't know. I don't think you're in the majors if you have that combination. I see enough give Simon the Supermax. Yeah. Yep, completely agree. Lock him up for 10 years. Give him $500 million. Again, he slipped out of the box, but it was still able to recover. Now, there's a mound visit, by the way, if you're wondering what in the world's going on. There's a mound visit. I do apologize. I should have made that more clear. Again, runners on the corners. This is Gonzalez at the plate. Brown sets, kicks and deals. Chopper to first, and after all that, that's going to be out number 3. Kind of a bummer there, but the Pirates, of course, did make it a little interesting, but nothing doing. So we head to the top of the 4th. Your score is 0-0. Definitely will tune in more if you do other games. With all due respect, the Pirates are amazing. I think that's what you meant to say, Trey. Yeah, no, again, I do a lot of Pirates games. I do bounce around, though. I mean, I'm not going to say, yeah, no, I'll definitely, ditch the Pirates for you, Trey. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. In fact, a lot of Brewers fans, I'm just saying, guys, I'm not trying to hold you guys hostage or anything, but, the Brewers fans have been very nice to me. One, they definitely tune in. You can see the numbers I'm getting. They told me, hey, you should, call every game for us. And I'm like, I'm flattered. But I'm a Pirates fan, so, I'm not going to do that. But, yeah, no, it's been pretty nice. But, no, I'm going to stick with the Pirates, obviously. I mean, they're my team. Been here. I've been a Pirates fan since, forever. Hopefully next year, the Pirates can actually be competitive. Let's spend some money in free agency, get some bats, because the pitching's fine. It's just they don't want to spend money. I'm going to try something different today for the Astros game. I'm going to try a scoreboard. Okay, well, I totally understand. You're an O's fan? Oh, the Baltimore Orioles, I know they're having a bad year, but I don't know. I still think they're fine. I think it's just a bad year. Next year, I could see them running it back with pretty much the same roster and, being a playoff team. So, man, hey, checking in. Thank you. All right, well, good luck, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Skeens is amazing, not the Pirates. Yeah, that's true. Another half hour and we'll have some more baseball games. Yeah, no, I'll be able to check on some other scores. Favorite Pirate of all time? For me, Andrew McCutchen. Yeah, Andrew McCutchen. Andrew McCutchen, and then Freddie Sanchez. Freddie Sanchez is a close second. You also have good takes on baseball. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm a casual baseball fan, too. Casual. I'm more of a diehard football fan. NFL. All right. We're returning to action here again in Pittsburgh. We're at 0-0. Mickey Moniak is at the plate, batting .258 on the year, OPS of .793, 18 homers, and 49 RBIs. For the series, he is 1 for 5, including today, as here is the pitch. That is a 50-50 call going towards the Rockies. That is ball 1. Loves Will Crow. Will Crow is pretty good. I mean, he was underrated. No, not really. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That'll be inside for ball 2. So 2-0 count to Mickey Moniak as we begin again the top of the 4th inning. Skeens, kicks, and deals. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. 2-1. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to the left, and that is a foul ball. 2-2 is the count to Mickey Moniak. Top 5, you've seen Bonds, McCutchen, Madlock, Drabick, and Russell Martin. Okay, that's not too bad. He wasn't under it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I retracted that. That's going to be poked to short, and Triolo's there to make the catch. Just hit it right to him for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Hunter Goodman. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He's batting .273, OPS of .842, 25 homers, and 73 RBIs. As he faces Skeens. Skeens kicks and deals. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. Almost hit him. 1-0 count again. Goodman with a lot of power. 25 homers for the series. Again, 0 for 5. As here is the 1-0. Ground ball, foul. And the count moves even at 1-1. Again, nothing really doing today. Zeros on the scoreboard here in the top of the 4th. 1 out, nobody on. Again, we'll try to get some more. Hopefully get the other games going. Of course, we'll be able to check on how they're doing. As I'm assuming Goodman asked for time because nothing is happening right now. There's just showing the Rockies dugout as here is the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 84 on the outside corner. That was a sweeper. Showing Warren Schaefer, the Rockies interim manager, 30-60 since May 12th. Count is 1-2. Skeen sets, rocks, and fires. Chopper off his foot, so the count will stay alive at 1-2. Again, if you were expecting an offensive showcase, I have some bad news for you. Nothing happened today. 0-0. Again, you've scored as many runs as these two teams today. Here is the 1-2. That's going to be popped up. Davis looking back, but that one will become a souvenir. Goodman DHing today, 0 for 1 again with a pop-up. As Skeens delivers pitch number 50. That's going to be hit to right. And that will be squeezed by Reynolds for out number 2. All right, 2 away for the Rockies, and that'll bring up Jordan Beck, the young left fielder. He's batting .275, OPS of .786, 14 homers and 44 RBIs on the season. For the series, 1 for 8, including today. And he's 0 for 1 today. Here is the pitch. That'll be way outside for ball 1, 98 on the fastball. 0-1. Skeens sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be poked to right, and that's going to be a foul ball. You know, the Rockies, honestly, making a lot of contact off of Skeens. I mean, it's not going fair or anything, but they're getting on it. Getting a piece of it. As here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. How many Ks for Skeens? That's a good question. He has 3. 1-2. Jordan Beck actually 2 for 3 in his career against Paul Skeens with the home run. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be poked to shallow center. Sawinski on the run and will make the catch for out number 3. Again, nothing doing. I would say the battle of mid, but that's not necessarily accurate. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, it is 0-0 in Pittsburgh. So not much happening. As of now, Brown with 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, and 1 walk and a strikeout. Skeens, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts. So pitcher's duel for sure in Pittsburgh. Again, thank you guys for tuning on in. Appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. Definitely do that. Definitely helps out the little channel. It's free, by the way. I want to make sure you guys know that. You won't have to pay a dime. Won't have to pay a dime to subscribe to the channel. How many Ks for Paul? Let's see here. It's 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts for Paul Skeens in 4 innings pitched. I saw someone earlier saying he needed 7, if I remember, so that is, I guess, the magical number that they put out today. Or should I say, how many do you think he's going to get? Well, the Rockies, I mentioned it just about a minute or so ago, that the Rockies are making a lot of contact off of Skeens. So, again, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's trending that he's not going to get a lot, because usually, again, you get less and less as the game goes on, but unless you're just on it. But right now, 3 through 4, so I don't know. Might finish with 5 or 6. I wouldn't expect 7 or anything. One more scoreless inning from Skeens, and I cashed a nice... Oh, there we go. Now, because you mentioned that, AR, it's probably not going to happen now. Skeens is slacking, I know. The Rockies are just too good. Once again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning on in, and I do have to do this every few innings. Again, shout out Coffee Beans for being our sponsor. Of course, there's no scoreboard happening right now, so scoreboard's sponsor there. But again, appreciate you, Coffee Beans, for supporting the channel. Though I really didn't want anyone to really do that, to be honest. The 99-cent tier was kind of the goal. But it is what it is. And again, I'll be back tomorrow if you're, obviously a Pirates fan. I'll be back for Pirates and Cardinals. Of course, again, I do bounce around Major League Baseball as we are returning to action in Pittsburgh, where the score is still 0-0. Reynolds batting .245, OPS of .707, 13 homers, and 63 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 86 on the outside corner. Reynolds is 2 for 8 in the series with a walk. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing outside for ball 1. Go Coffee Beans. Oh, yeah. Doctor, don't jinx me. I'm sorry. That's just usually how it goes. You mention it, and things usually go south. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 2. Again, Reynolds, as of late, has looked a lot better. More like himself. Hopefully that continues. Last 7 games, batting .304. OPS of actually over 900. As the 2-1 is inside for ball 3. Again, Brown has been pretty good. Again, this is his first start in the majors. Brown rocks and fires. That's going to be low for ball 4, a 50-50 call going towards the Pirates. Most of the 50-50s are going with the batters today, and the interim manager for the Rockies hates the call, letting her know about it. Take it back. I take it back. I'm just saying. I mean, I want the Pirates. I want Skeens to have a good inning. I'm just saying that usually happens. I'm sorry, AR. I'm sorry. Just call it how it is. That's what I do here. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Horowitz walked in his first appearance, and for the series again, 3 for 8 with the home run and 2 RBIs. 1-0 count. Brown rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. Chopper, foul. 1-1 count. Nobody out. Runner on first. 0-0 is the score in Pittsburgh. High-powered offense is going at it. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left. Beck, though, is under it and makes the catch for round number 1. All right, 1 out for the Pirates. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1. Batting .240, OPS of .713, 12 homers, and 47 RBIs on the season. You need 7 Ks from Skeens on your parlay. Oof. Yeah, right now it's trending in the wrong direction, Josh. I'm sorry. But we'll see. You never know. He could get hot, as here is the pitch. Breaking ball way outside for ball 1. Brown at 55 pitches. Again, this is his first starts. Look pretty good, but usually they pull people early if it's their first start. Don't know. I mean, again, they're just looking after the pitch count. As here is the 1-0. Ground ball. Oh, and that's going to get through the diving third baseman. So McCutchen gets aboard. So now Reynolds and McCutchen are on with just 1 out, and that will bring up Jack Suwinski. He's batting .127, OPS of .523, homers and 7 RBIs on the season. He's 0 for 1. Favorite Pirates, Dave Parker, Kent. I cannot pronounce the name. Tekulve? Tekulve. I don't know. I'm butchering the name, I know. And you guys are like, oh, this guy can't even pronounce that. Pirates legend. Yeah, I know. I'm the worst. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Again, for me, it's going to be, McCutchen, and then Freddie Sanchez, and then Brian Reynolds, and then after that, like Jason Bay. Yeah, I like Jason Bay. 1-0 count. Brown looks back at second, kicks and deals. That'll be inside for ball 2. Again, runners on first and second for the Pirates. They are kind of threatening here with just 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Suwinski at the plate. He can draw a walk pretty well. And that's where the compliments stop for now. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Chopper, and that is going foul. So 2-1. But thank you, Randy, for chatting away there. Appreciate it. Count is 2-1 to Suwinski. Brown sets and delivers. Ground ball, and that is foul. You're sorry. You're good. You don't have to apologize. Just that's kind of the direction of the channel, SJ. Just try to keep it clean. That's all. That's every now and then it's all good, but you just want to keep going. It's like, okay, all right, we gotta make a move there. That's gonna be just outside for ball 3. Again, a 50-50 call that really been going with the batters today. So you'd think that there'd be a lot of runs, but that's not been the case. As it's 3-2, Brown sets, looks back at second, looks back again, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball right there in the zone, but he could not connect. He struck him out. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo. He's 1 for 1 on the day, batting .209, OPS of .627, 4 homers and 15 RBIs. Again, there's 2 men on here, but now there's 2 outs. The Pirates can score here to back up Paulie. Will come out and deal in the 5th. There we go. Here is the pitch. Triolo hits this to left. Beck at the wall. That ball is out of here. Clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Jared Triolo with his 5th home run of the season. And that gives the Pirates a 3-0 lead over the Rockies. Oh, man. It was kind of looking a little grim there again. You know, you had runners on first and second. Then Sawinski strikes out. I was like, oh, man, 2 outs. Pirates are going to strand some more. But no. Triolo coming through. As the Steelers now lead by a field goal over the Broncos, 3-0. That'll bring up Henry Davis, batting 176, OPS of 541. Here's the pitch. That is going to be on the outside corner, but it's not called a strike. So, again, going with the batter seems to be the thing here. 5 home runs and 16 RBIs for Davis. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball, that's in the dirt ball, too. Shiloh Sanders waved by them. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that, yeah. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom goes the Triolo. Here's the 2-0. And that'll be down low for ball 3. He is Groot. Yes, Tree. Just dropped round. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Just dropped him. Does no good. You're gone. I don't want to play with you anymore, you know? It's like the meme there, the Toy Story meme. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Davis crushed this. Oh my gosh, he crushed it to left, but that is a foul ball. Again, Davis just cannot, I don't know, it's just, he crushes the ball. He makes solid contact. He just cannot, oh man. That's just frustrating. 3-2 count. Brown kicks and deals. That is upstairs, ball 4. And Davis draws the 2-out walk. Yes, sir, that's just what Paul needed. There we go. And yeah, Kevin was just rapid fire there. Like, you're done. Brown, I'll see you later. I'll see you in the waiver wire. But I'm done with you. Mound visit, by the way, for the Rockies here. I think, yeah, no, that's going to be the pitching coach. So, no, he's not getting yanked. Again, it's a base runner here on first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at the plate. Again, Triolo, if you just missed it, if you're just now tuning in, Triolo with a 3-run shot to left field, making it a 3-0 ball game. The Steelers up on the Broncos. Which, you know, I feel like we've said that a lot in our lives. No, probably not, actually. The Broncos play the Steelers pretty tough. Not the last 2 times, but yeah, historically, the Broncos usually do well against the Steelers, sadly. It is what it is. Again, feel free to tune in or subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. Definitely do that. Lots of Steelers football, of course. And again, if you're not a fan of the Steelers, I'll be having you guys vote for the other game I call every single Sunday. So, again, you guys have a lot of say on the channel. As we're getting back into action here. Again, 2 outs, runner on first. Bottom of the 4th. Here is the pitch. That's right down the middle for a called strike. And Davis is going to take second. Count is 0-1. Brown looks back. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, but that is a foul ball. He's a fan of the Giants, not a fan of IKF. This man hit the walk-off. The Pirates over the Giants. Ooh, that's tough. 0-2 count. Brown sets, kicks, and deals. Way upstairs for ball 1. IKF Hawaii boy, yep. There we go. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii. There we go. 1-2 count to IKF. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That is inside for ball 2. 2 balls. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Man on second. A guy with 2 last names. What I'm saying is Deuce is wild. Here is the pitch. That's going to be poked at and fouled back as it's 2-2. How many streams you got today? Just the one. Just the one, yeah. Yeah, no, haven't missed it. The last day I haven't streamed was July 27th. We're going to keep it going. Try and go as long as possible. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Doyle couldn't get there in time. Davis sprinting home, and he scores IKF with a 2-out RBI double, and the Pirates lead 4-0. Brown has looked pretty solid, but looks like the fourth inning just couldn't happen. Just wasn't happening for him. That'll bring up Ronnie Simon. It's batting .229, OPS of .557, no homers and 6 RBIs. And looks like that's going to do it for him. So Brown's debut started off well, but did fall apart in the end, as he's going to finish with 3 2/3, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and of course he is responsible for the man at second, so he could allow 5 technically. Both these teams fouling off everything. I know, a lot of contact today, AR, a lot of it. That's why I'm just like, I don't know about the strikeouts, because again, they're kind of, I guess they're seeing the ball well. You love going to Hawaii. Okay, well, I've never been there. I put my faith in Skeens and laddered to -3.5 for the Pirates. Hopefully a 4-run victory. We'll see, Steve. We'll see. I hope you're right. I'd love to pick your brain about 3 rounds in Dynasty football after. Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know. It just depends. And it really depends on the board. I'm pretty solid when it comes to fantasy football. Dynasty, my main league that I've been in it's since 2013. I made the championship the first 3 of the first 4 seasons. I won the first one, lost I'm pretty solid, but I guess I'm more of a short-term guy because it's been rough. Now we're starting to finally turn the corner in the Dynasty League, but yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough, but usually again, fantasy football year to year, I'm like a playoff team. It's pretty much guaranteed I'm in the playoffs every single time. New pitcher for the Rockies. It's Angel Chavilli, 1-4, record 7.01 ERA, whip of a 1.72. The K stands for clutch. He is a beast. Brown going to be dropped off to the Little League. Kevin is just brutal. Kevin, a lot of faith in Brown earlier, but not anymore. He's done. He's done with Brown. Again, Ronnie Simon is at the plate. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on second. The Pirates lead 4-0 over the Rockies. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch there. 0-1, 88 on the gun. Just all the top rookies this year. Okay, well, I can try. I'll try to help you out. 0-1 count. Chavilli looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be low for ball 1. You're an OG and a legend. I am not. I'm not an OG. I'm just starting off the YouTube career. 1-1 counts. Chavilli looks back, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up. That's going to be a foul ball. Unless you're talking about the fantasy, the thing. Yeah, 2013, I was 16, 17 years old. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good at fantasy. 1-2. Chavilli sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be poked at and hit foul, as that is a souvenir. Once again, a 1-2 count to Simon. He's 1 for 2 on the day as well. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Man on at second. The Pirates with a 4-run inning. Can they make it 5? Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 2. 89 in the dirt. Draft day today. Got my main league starting in 2.5 hours. Finished 4th last year, just outside the money. Oh, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. 2-2 count. Chavilli looks back, kicks, and deals. That's going to be popped up to left. Beck is able to make the catch for route number 3. But again, a 4-run inning for the Pirates. Look at the Battling Buccos go as we head to the top of the 5th. Your score, Pirates 4, Rockies nothing. You're an OG and you grind. Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to build something here. Once again, folks, if you like what you see, press that like button. Hit that like button. Helps out this little channel. And again, subscribe if you're able to. It is free. All you got to do is sign in. Make sure you're signed in. And make sure to subscribe. For more play-by-play, this is what I do. Again, been doing it since opening day. It's not like I just started up yesterday or anything like that. Again, I've been here for, since pretty much March. And hopefully that sounds good to you guys, and you guys will subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. Again, it's a lot of Pirates, but I do bounce around Major League Baseball. Of course, I am enjoying the Pirates while they're here. Only a month left, so it's going to be a little bit more Pirates than I normally would. But again, I will still be bouncing around Major League Baseball. As you know, I'm trying to familiarize myself with the playoff teams, specifically from the NL standpoint. And, of course, football is just right around the corner. So, again, if you're a college football fan, NFL fan, definitely subscribe to the channel. Plenty of that. Lots of Steelers, every Steelers game. And, of course, you guys will vote for the other Sunday game every single week. Polls starting on September 1st. So, pretty much 8 days away from the first poll. If any actor would play in a movie, which actor would play you? Oh, I don't know. Are there any Hispanic actors out there? I don't know. I can't think of one, honestly. Do you play the finals? Chocolate Chunk. That name is so familiar. Is that you? Chocolate Chunk. I wonder if that's my former coworker. I do not. If that's not you, okay, well, I don't know. Just the same name, but I know that's probably a common name. Brenton Doyle coming to the plate, batting .246, OPS of .692, 14 homers and 50 RBIs. As again, we Skeens, I know some of you guys need Skeens to hit that 7 strikeout mark. As there's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate the $2 donation. I could care less for the message. So yeah, that kind of confirms that Chocolate Chunk is the IRL. Yeah, I know him. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I will not say anything else. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Your voice is like Dusty Slay the comedian. I have no idea who that is. 1-1 count to Doyle. Skeens, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ran into someone with the name Dennis Senpai in the finals. Oh, okay. Well, no idea. 1-2 counts to Doyle. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. That'll be just upstairs for ball 2. My attitude, Clint Eastwood. My face, they tell me Brad Pitt, Dana Carvey. Okay. Interesting. 2-2 counts. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to first. Oh, and Horwitz couldn't field it. It just hopped over his glove. Oh, I don't know if that's going to be an error or not, but oh, that's a bummer. Reached on an error. Horwitz just couldn't field it. That's going to bring up Ezekiel Tovar. This guy, you got to keep it. Keep the vibes positive, Hugh, buddy. You gotta keep it positive here. It's all a positive thing. Again, thank you. I feel bad timing out somebody that was donated, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Here's the pitch. That's gonna be hit to left, shallow left center. Triolo is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Bernabel, Warming Bernabel. He's batting .292, OPS of .830. 4 homers and 13 RBIs. Dustin Slay, known for his blue-collar storytelling of stand-up. Center. Okay, interesting. All right. Skeens sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. Count is 0-1. I'll have to message Hugh there. Say thank you, but like, hey. It's all good. I have to, I don't know. We'll figure out something. 0-1. Oh, we got a pickoff attempt, and he is back safe and sound again. If you're just tuning in, it's a runner on first with one out here in the top of the fifth. The Pirates, they lead 4-0 over the Rockies. Bernabell at the plate. Skeens sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back. So it's 0-2. Again, Bernabell with a .292 average, which in today's baseball, you know, that's pretty good. You have a 44 in Magnum, so definitely Clint Eastwood. Okay. Count is 0-2. He pitches, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 190. 90 on the radar gun. Skeens at 62 pitches, so again, he can make it into the sixth and probably the seventh if he's efficient here. 1-2 count. Skeens sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be popped up to shallow center. Gonzalez makes the catch, backpedaling for out number 2. All right, 2 away, and that'll bring up Kyle Karros. Spanning .295 OPS of .836, 1 homer and 5 RBIs. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Yeah, his brother's cooling, yeah. Warming and cooling. Skeens looks over at first. Sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be high and in. Almost took his face off. As that is ball 1. 1-0 count to Karros. Skeens sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Skeens looks over at first. Sets on the 1-1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, I know most of you guys need some strikeouts here from Skeens. Opportunity here, 1-2. Skeens likes what Davis punched in. Looks over. And looks like, I don't know what's going on, but okay, there we go. We're good. 1-2. He sets. Rocks and fires. Just almost hit him. Karros had to hop out of the way. One more out here, yep. One more. 2-2. Skeens sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds jogging on over and makes the catch for out number 3. Again, no strikeouts there for Skeens, but pretty good job regardless as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, Pirates 4, Rockies 0. Again, Skeens at 3 strikeouts, so just not the performance that I'm sure most of you guys were hoping for, those of you that are sports betting. It happens, you know, you flip a coin, it could go one way or the other. Again, appreciate you guys for stopping on in, and make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps out this little channel. I already know Hugh probably disliked it, and that's okay. Actually, it helps the channel too, believe it or not. Don't do it though, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hit the like button, but definitely, you know, again, even in any interaction, believe it or not, is a good for the channel. Let's see. After 50 comments, you've earned a crown. Yeah, I don't understand what that really does. You know, it's, I don't know who's actually. Can I see? Rising Rhinos 1, AR is 2, and Jonathan is at 3. Look at that. Yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. I mean, I know it's not the most exciting teams today, but hey, you know what? It's baseball, and of course, you know, if you're a Pirates fan or Rockies fan, even again, just enjoying the last month of the season because it's going to be a while before we see them again play any meaningful baseball. So, just enjoying it together. And again, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. And let's see if we have any scores. We do not. I do want to say, though, this commercial break was brought to you by... Coffee Beans. That is my imitation of that guy. You guys probably know what I was trying to do, or maybe it was just so bad you have no idea. You've never heard that voice before. Again, shout out to everyone again. Just thank you again for becoming a member. And, of course, anyone that's just subscribed and just clicking on the video really does help me out a lot. Two up for the Pirates. It's going to be Gonzalez, Reynolds, and Horwitz. As the Pirates, again, with 4 runs in the last inning. Looking to build on that. And I wonder, if the Rockies are going to keep Chivilli in. Probably, if I had to guess. As, again, Gonzalez batting .278 OPS of .710. 5 homers and 19 RBIs. Chivilli's on the mound. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low, but it's called a strike. So 0-1 count to Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 on the day. As Chivilli sets and deals. That's going to be hit to center. Doyle is there and will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He's batting .245, OPS of .709, 13 homers and 63 RBIs. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. As Reynolds just now steps in, actually, as Chivilli sets, rocks, and fires. That'll be outside for ball 1. So the count is 1-0 to the switch-hitting Brian Reynolds. Again, a lot better as of late. Positive signs going into next year. Again, we were kind of worried, hey, he might be washed, but he's seems to be back to his old self. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Oh, what a play by the first baseman. Tosses to Chivilli covering the bag for out number 2. That was smoked, but a really good play by Bernabel. And that is a out for Reynolds. So 2 outs for the Pirates, and that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz, batting .258, OPS of .717, 6 homers and 36 RBIs on the season. That was just a snag. What a play by Bernabel. All right, Chivilli deals, and that's going to be in there for a call strike. 88 at the knees. Oh and 1. Chivilli fires. That's going to be a tapper to second. Tough play. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 3. A very quick inning. Geez, well, we head to the top of the 6th where the score is Pirates 4, Rockies nothing. Going to move my big fat head and we'll show you the hits for each team. Again, the Pirates have 4 runs, 5 hits, and an error, which you can't see the errors for some reason. I don't know why. And the Rockies, no runs on 2 hits. So that is pretty much it. Again, not much offense today. The Pirates, of course, with a nice bottom of the 4th, but outside of that, it's been zeros. A lot of zeros on the scoreboard. And once again, folks, definitely leave a like and hit that subscribe button. Again, if you're a fan of sports in general. If you're a sports fan tuned in, definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. This is what I've been doing. I've been doing this since March. And we're just getting started. You got so much action going on. My Flash Score app is a mess. Gotta love this. Only gets crazier from here to New Year's. It really does. Again, I'm very excited, to be covering football, of course, very soon. But, definitely some interesting developments for sure, though. With how my baseball streams have gone on. Very, very excited to cover again the postseason. Of course, I know the Pirates won't be there, but very excited to do that. Of course, and of course, again, if you are just a Pittsburgh fan in general, I'll be doing a lot of Steelers every single Steelers game. And, of course, if you're not, again, I'll be having you guys vote for the other games I do on the channel for the NFL. So definitely sub it up for the college. I will be covering the Pitt Panthers, and, of course, I'll be covering other games as well. I have to, I would love to give you guys control of that, but unfortunately college on YouTube is pretty hard, so I have to myself kind of pick the games I do. And I'm going to swing and miss on a lot of them, but last night we definitely had some success, so I was pretty happy with it. It was not looking good for a while there, but ended up being one of the best streams I've had. That was Sam Houston in Western Kentucky, I know. But that's what I mean. I have to manually pick the game and hope for the best. As we're working our way back to Pittsburgh, again, Pittsburgh up 4-0 over the Rockies as Fulford's at the plate. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball one. That was upstairs. Fulford batting .222, OPS of .599, 1 homer and 14 RBIs on the season. As here is the 1-0. Breaking ball, that is inside for ball 2. Sub, and sub. Yes. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. Or a sports bettor even. Hey, I might be covering a game you need information on. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be poked to right. And that is going foul. So 2-1 to Braxton Fulford. He's catching today. Again, only 72 at-bats. It's his rookie year. Rookie year. A lot of rookies on the Rockies. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Two and 2 count for Braxton Fulford. Again, Pirates leading 4-0 in the top of the 6th. Looking for the sweep. Looking for the sweep against the Rockies. Skeens kicks and deals. Called strike 3. He struck him out. That is number 4 for Skeens. As again, I can't guarantee we'll get 7 like I know most of you guys need, but gives you a chance. Again, if he's able to get a quick inning here, he'll be back out for the 7th. That'll bring up Tyler Freeman. He's batting .286, OPS of .742, 2 homers and 25 RBIs. He is 0 for 10 in the series, 0 for 2 today. Here is the pitch showing bunt, pulls back. That's in there for a called strike. But that was indeed a little bit low. So a little favorable call for the Pirates. For the pitcher, I mean, it's mostly been the batter today getting the call. Skeens delivers the 0-1, and that'll be in the dirt for ball 1. Again, most of you guys picking the Pirates today, 70% picking the Pirates, 30% picking the Rockies, though that one's probably more skewed now as the Pirates have a huge lead, as that's going to be outside ball 2, though 4 runs, I guess, isn't a huge lead, but we'll go ahead and end the poll. I'll figure out something else as the game goes along. 2-1 count to Freeman. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back as it's 2-2. They show Bubba Chandler and then Braxton Ashcraft. Again, the Pirates have a solid young core of pitchers. That isn't the problem. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be fouled back yet again. Like I said, again, the Rockies are just able to get a bat on the ball, and that's why you really haven't seen a lot of strikeouts today. 2-2. Skeens kicks and fires. That is low for ball 3. Three and 2. Skeens at 79 pitches. Again, trying to, I imagine, getting to the 7th. Here is the 3-2. Ground ball to short. Triolo has it. Throws to first for out number 2. So 2 outs for the Rockies. Now that'll bring up Mickey Moniak. Moniak is batting .257 on the day. OPS of .790. 18 homers and 49 RBIs. So for 2 today, 1 for 6 in the series, I believe. Yeah, 1 for 6 in the series. Skeens winds and deals. That's going to be hit to the right, and that is a foul ball. Was way out in front of the breaking ball. Count is 0-2 to Moniak. Or 0-1, pardon me. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Duh. Here is the 0-1. That is inside for ball one. A little bit of a mishap there on the play-by-play. My bad. 1-1. 1-1 on the count. Skeens. Kicks. And deals. That's going to be popped up. Davis is booking it. So is IKF. And he's able to make the catch in foul territory for out number 3. All right. Again, we can expect him in the 7th. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, your score is 4-0. Pirates over the Rockies. All right. We got some games going on. If you want scores, though, I got some bad news for you. Astros, Orioles, 0-0. Nationals, Phillies, 0-0. Mets, Braves, 0-0. Royals, Tigers, 0-0. Blue Jays, Marlins, 0-0. Of course, they're just now starting. Again, that scoreboard update was brought to you by Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans, thank you very much for sponsoring the scoreboard update around Major League Baseball. Of course, there's other scores in the ticker. Of course, I have a lot of I know there's a lot of scores going on, so I try to keep you guys informed with what's happening in, I think it's, well, football, obviously, but I don't think there's any football today. Soccer, Premier League, just pretty much other stuff, NBA, the WNBA, there'll be college football, of course, college basketball, and stuff like that. So it'll get pretty fun. More stuff on the scoreboard as we enter September, October, stuff like that. Hockey will be there. Again, appreciate you guys for stopping on by. Make sure to leave a like, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, if you're a sports fan, a sports bettor, this is the channel for you. That's what I do right here on Dr. Delay. And feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to read as many comments as possible, especially during the innings. I got not much to really talk about. Again, McCutchen, Sawinski, and Triolo will be due up for the Pirates. I don't think they're going to have a pitching change for the Rockies, as I'm not seeing anything, and they weren't warming up anyone, to my knowledge. As McCutchen will be at the plate whenever we do return from commercial break. She's the one day I don't do under half runs first inning. I know. That is I know. Jonathan, it's like they know. They know. What about lacrosse? Not much of a lacrosse guy. I might do a poll. How about that? I'll do a poll, Draven, just for you. Just for you, I will do a poll. All right, McCutchen coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Here is the pitch. That is in the dirt. Ball 1. Breaking ball had no chance. Ball 1. It's batting .242, OPS of .716, 12 homers and 47 RBIs on the season. As Chavilli sets and delivers. That is in the dirt as well, as it's ball 2. 88 this time on the gun. Nobody was just wondering, yeah, I'm not really a lacrosse guy. Count is 2-0. Chavilli fires. And that'll be inside ball 3. This time 89. 90, 88, 89. 3-0 to Andrew McCutchen. Chavilli delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 96 on the inside part of the plate. No field hockey with the little wooden. Yeah, no, none of that. None of that. 3-1 count. Chavilli kicks and deals. McCutchen hits this to left. Beck, though, is settling under it and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Jack Sawinski. He's batting .126, OPS of .515, 3 homers and 7 RBIs on the season. Again, this game is on Roku. If you guys have the Roku, little thing, then you can watch it. Here is the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball one. So no Greg Brown in my ear, which is unfortunate. I like Greg Brown. It's one of my favorite play-by-play guys. Very underrated. Doesn't really get talked about a lot because he's covering the Pirates. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. Beck makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo. He is 2 for 2 and, of course, had the 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th to get the scoring going. He's batting .213 OPS of .648, 5 homers and 18 RBIs on the season. Again, bottom of the 6th, the Pirates lead 4-0 over the Rockies. Going for the sweep. Here's the pitch. That is inside for ball 1. One and 0. They show Roberto Clemente and all that stuff all over the ballpark, as that's going to be inside, but it's called a strike. 1-1. Again, they were showing the Clemente wall. That was a huge thing at the beginning of the year. Typical Pirates ownership. 1-1 counts. Chivilli kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Now I can feel the voice going away. Count is 1-2. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, made contact as that is fouled back. Once again, 1-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on for the Pirates. Pirates leading 4-0 over the Rockies. As Chivilli sets, kicks, and deals. And a breaking ball that is outside, as it's a 2-2 count. Two and two. Chivilli sets, rocks, and fires. That'll be outside for ball 3. 97, just wildly outside. Three and two, as this game has just settled down a little bit. You can feel it kind of. There's just not much action going on. 3-2. Chivilli delivers. Chopper, and that is going to be foul. Trell again, just, really the pitchers today just not really missing many bats. Again, they've been making contact. That's why you're hearing a lot of foul balls. As here is the 3-2. That is inside for ball 4. So look at that, a 2-out walk for Triolo. And he's had a nice day today. That'll bring up Henry Davis. He was 0 for 1 with the walk, as the Rockies have a guy up in the bullpen. Davis batting .176, OPS of .545, 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Now, of course, the Pirates have a runner on first. Chivilli sets. And a pickoff attempt. And Triolo is back. Safe and sound. Chivilli sets. Looks over, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. And Moniak makes the catch for out number 3. Not much happening as of late, so we head to the top of the 7th. The Pirates lead 4-0 over the Rockies. Again, really just everything happened in the bottom of the 4th. Going ahead and moving my head here. You can look at that. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 4 0 0 0 0. Such is the life of baseball. Once again, folks, thank you guys for tuning on in. Make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you're just, a sports fan, if you're a fan of the play-by-play experience. That's kind of what I do. Again, I've been doing this since opening day, and it's mostly Pirates. And, of course, tomorrow I'll be back. The Pirates travel to St. Louis, so I'll be doing the Pirates and the Cardinals for Game 1 of the series, and, definitely we'll catch them for another game. I don't know if I'll be doing every game or nothing, but I can, again, assure you that I will be doing the Pirates and Cardinals for tomorrow. Thumbnail's already made, just got to post it. So definitely do that if you're a Pittsburgh sports fan. Again, if you're just a sports fan in general, doesn't mean you don't have to subscribe to the channel. For the Rockies, again, I'm not going to lie to you and say, yeah, no, I'm definitely doing another game for the Rockies this year. Probably not happening. But again, if you're a Broncos fan, you'll be able to vote in your team in if you're looking for a play-by-play guy or a backup play-by-play guy. I know that's Good Sports. He does a lot of the Broncos stuff and stuff like that. But I can be the backup just in case for some reason he's not there. You can vote in your team, or a chance to vote in the Broncos in polls every single week. So again, Steelers. And then the other game is voted on by the subscribers of the channel. So subscribe to definitely take part in that. Again, the Pirates will be sending out Paul Skeens for the 7th, and he's sitting at 4 strikeouts. So again, I know a lot of you guys need 7. So he's going to have to strike out the side for you guys to have some success there. Goodman is coming to the plate. He's batting .273, OPS of .840. 25 homers and 73 RBIs. As they're showing a little compilation of the Pirates today. Again, Pirates have looked pretty well, pretty good. And the Pirates with 5 hits, 4 runs, of course. Rockies with 2 hits and no runs. As here is the pitch. Chopper foul, as that pitch was well inside. Goodman again 0 for 2 on the day. And the Pirates up 4-0 as they look for the sweep. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that is getting out of play. So a chance here for a strikeout. 0-2. 0-2 count. Skeens delivers. That is way outside for ball 1. Skeens at 86 pitches. So again, this is probably the last inning. Even if he were to allow no hits or anything. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So there we go, giving some life to those sports bettors that need 7 strikeouts. Well, he's at 5. Again, he needs to strike out the side. That'll bring up Jordan Beck. It's 0 for 2 on the day, batting .274, OPS of .784, 14 homers and 44 RBI. Skeens, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 84 sweeper on the outside corner. 0-1 count. Skeens delivers. That is low for ball 1. Count is 1-1 to Jordan Beck. Skeens fires. And that's going to be a ground ball, but that is a foul ball. So 1-2 again. Trying to build here a little bit. If you're a sports fan, you're like, oh my goodness. You're probably just can't believe it. 1-2 count to Jordan Beck. As Skeens fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts, and Skeens is at 6. Oh, man. Wouldn't this be something? So that'll bring up Brenton Doyle. He's batting .246, OPS of .691, 14 homers and 50 RBIs. Skeens delivers. That is inside for ball 1. Doyle is 0 for 2 on the day, but I should mention that Doyle has been very good at the plate as of late. As Skeens winds and fires. And that is in there for a called strike. 98 at the knees. Oh my goodness. What a man, if he gets 7, that would be something. Count is 1-1. Skeens kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left. And that one's going to be down, and that's going to get over the wall for a ground rule double. Oh, man. Doyle just ripped that to left. Couldn't quite get out of here, but at least it wasn't caught for you sports bettors, I guess, as Tovar is going to be coming to the plate. He's batting .267, OPS of 741, 7 homers, and 22 RBIs. And just bouncing over the wall, and a 2-out double. Again, Tovar at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Skeens from the stretch. That's going to be fouled back as it's 0-1. Rockies with the runner in scoring position. That's been a rarity today. As Skeens sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Checked his swing. That is upstairs for ball 1. Skeens at 96 pitches. 1-1. Skeens fires. Chopper foul. As it's 1-2, and the Pirates fans are starting to show some support here. They start clapping. Matson warming up in the bullpen again. This is probably it. Skeens rock sets and fires way outside for ball 2. Two and 2 count. Again, he's been very consistent on the pitching. 12, 13, 14, 15, 14, 15, 15 pitches by inning. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. But that is foul. That was pitch number 99. Pitch number 100 coming up again. Skeens at 6 strikeouts. The sports bettors in the chat, they say they need 7. He entered the inning with 4. Looking for number 7. Skeens rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on pitch number 100, and the Pirates, Pirates are now lead. Of course, they still lead 4-0. I'm trying to get the words out of my mouth. Skeens at 7 strikeouts. That's what I wanted to say, but the Pirates are on the mind. Oh my goodness. So you guys should be happy again. Skeens finishes with 7 innings, 3 hits, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Look at that. Wow. That is something. All right, again, we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates, of course, still leading 4-0 over the Rockies, as it's really, again, just been that one bottom of the 4th. That was it. All the runs in this game were scored in that portion of the game. Trey Randall, Skeens on fire. Yes, 100%. So congratulations to those of you that needed 7 strikeouts. He just got it, and that is it for him, most likely. Again, feel free to definitely leave a like, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of sports, if you're a fan of play-by-play. This is what I do. Again, shout out to Coffee Beans, the sponsor of this scoreboard update. As we go around Major League Baseball, the Orioles lead the Astros 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. The Mets, they lead 2-0 over the Braves in the bottom of the 2nd. The Tigers lead the Royals 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd, and zeros across the scoreboard. Elsewhere, Nationals and Phillies, Blue Jays and the Marlins, and the Tigers and the White Sox just about to get underway in a few minutes. Again, appreciate you guys for stopping on by, and make sure, again, to leave a like and definitely subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of sports or you're a sports bettor. Definitely do it. I mean, why not? Why not? It is free. It won't cost you a dime. This is the new pitcher for the Rockies, Jimmy Herget, 1-2 with a 2.65 ERA, a whip of a 1.21. I mean, that is very good in Colorado. Jeez, So that is going to be the pitcher as he'll face Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I will take Skeens K's to 10, sprinkle a little lot on it. I don't think that's going to happen, Steve. I think they're going to pull him. Matson was warming up in the bullpen, so I think it's over. Would be nice, though, again, if this were a few years ago, they'd leave him in there. They would, but unfortunately that is not the case. As again, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will be leading off the bottom of the 7th. It's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. It's batting .266, OPS of .637, 1 homer and 35 RBIs as they're going over the 16 to 17 game. That was crazy. I covered that one too on the channel. That was a great game. Not so much for the Pirates as far as the win column, but it was still a great game regardless. As again, they are officially returning to Pittsburgh. 4-0 is your score in the bottom of the 7th. IKF is leading off to begin or resume this one. So they show Skeens in the dugout. And I imagine that Skeens really wants to stay in, but that's just unfortunately not really what they do anymore. And I don't know, maybe we're not ready to resume this. We're just showing everything except the field, so I'm assuming that maybe they just finished the 7th inning stretch. I don't know. I know that must be a little bit annoying to those of you that are tuned in. Like, what the heck is going on? And I don't know. I have no idea. But again, I can tell you that IKF will be the batter. Okay, I guess they're still warming up or something. Okay, well, that's kind of a bummer because they are still talking about everything else that is not the game. So bear with me, folks. Yeah, I have no idea what else to chat about, really. And IKF, he's been struggling as of late. We can talk about that, I guess. Last 7 games, only batting .217, OPS just north of .550. So he's looking to get back on track. And today, 1 for 2 in the series is 4 for 10. So that's actually not too shabby. Lowest ERA through 50 career starts, Paul Skeens with a 2.02. He's just behind Vita Blue with 2.01. As here is the pitch. IKF places the bunt. It is down, but it is foul. Trying to bunt his way on. Again, he's been swinging a pretty decent bat, so that's an interesting decision. You bet on his first pitch to be 86 speed. What did I just missed it. What was it? That was 84. That is unfortunate, Jonathan. That is so unfortunate. As Herget is on the mound again. A really solid reliever for the Rockies. 2.65 in Denver. That's pretty good. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, Herget had an 84, 85 if you round up. So unfortunately, no. Did not hit. 0-2 count. Herget kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Slider way away, but that just broke so much as he's a sidearm guy, so that is brutal. He struck him out. That'll bring up Ronnie Simon, who's batting .225, OPS of .550, no homers and 6 RBIs. 0 runs, leave him in there, no brainer. If the managers still had some brains to spare, they think too much. I agree. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. That one was 85, by the way. I don't even know if he can touch 86, Jonathan. 1-0 counts. Herget kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 2. That one was 93. So, but yeah, all but one pitch today has been for Herget. Have been below 86. 2-0 count. Herget delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, that slider starts way outside, but just has so much break. count is 2-1 to Simon. Herget delivers. Ground ball to short. Tovar throws to first for out number 2. All right, that will bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .277, OPS of .706, 5 homers and 19 RBIs on the season. And he's had a rough day. It's been pretty decent, though, as of late, just not today. Here's the pitch that is in there for a called strike, 94, right down the middle. Count is 0-1 to Nick Gonzalez. Again, is 0 for 3 with a flyout in the 5th. Just hasn't really done much. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to be, off the first baseman's glove. And Gonzalez, you just got to complain a little bit, and the players will make it work for you. He's on with 2 outs. His first hit of the day. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Batting .245, OPS of .707, 13 homers, and 63 RBIs on the season. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. As Herget sets and delivers. Breaking ball, that is low for ball 1. You should know not to ladder K's in August. Pitcher's hands are too sweaty. I would have never thought of that, Steve, to be honest with you, but that is a very good point. 1-0 count. Herget kicks and deals. That's going to be hit. Right to the first baseman. And that is caught for out number 3. I just can't believe that. Bernabel has made some great plays over there at first. That was just a rocket. Unbelievable. Jeez, All right, well, we head to the top of the 8th inning. Your score is the Pirates. They lead 4-0 over the Rockies. Just set on 5K live sports betting this game for 50%. Oh, wow. Jeez. Once again, folks, thank you guys for tuning on in. Again, Pirates, Rockies, not the most exciting series, but again, if you're just a fan of baseball or a fan of these two teams, we're just enjoying them while they're here for another month, and then that is it for them. But again, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Kind of looks like that right there. And subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, this is what I do. A lot of Pirates. Of course, I do mix it up. But yeah, no, definitely subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. Definitely do that. And again, I'll be here for football season as well. Again, I did some college football yesterday as well. Every Steelers game, and again, you'll be able to vote the other game I do, so don't think it's just a Steelers channel. Will be, every single Steelers game. But I'll be covering other games as well every single Sunday. So at least 2 games every Sunday. Make sure to subscribe to take part in that. Looking at his pitches, his main pitch is 85-86. He has a curveball under 85, but everything else is 86 above. Yep, that's how it is. Again, the Pirates will probably be taking Skeens out. I saw Matson warming up, so that is probably the case that they do, what they're going to do. Again, thank you very much, Coffee Beans, the commercial break sponsor. Coffee Beans, thank you very much. Orioles lead the Astros 1-0. Mets lead the Braves 2-0. Tigers lead the Royals 1-0. Zeros in Miami, and the Phillies lead the Nationals 2-0. And the Twins and White Sox just getting started 0-0. Again, new pitcher for the Pirates is Isaac Matson. Matson with a 2.18 ERA, 3-2 record. 1.09 whip. He's been pretty good this year. What a find. As coming to the plate is Warming Bernabel. And he's had a great defensive game, as that's going to be outside ball 1. Bernabel's 0 for 2. Or, thank you for stopping by. Who's pitching for Pitt? It's going to be Isaac Matson. Skeens has been yanked. but he's done a very good job today. Here's the 1-0. Bernabel hits this to center. Sawinski is jogging back and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Kairos, Kyle Kairos. He's batting .289, OPS of .818, 1 home run and 5 RBIs. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Do draws in soccer. Holy moly, it's hard to think. Oh, I bet, Steve. I bet. No way. Yep, no, they pulled him. Here's the pitch. That is in the dirt for ball 1. Skeens finished with 7 innings pitched and 7 strikeouts. No earned. 1-0 count to Kairos. Matson delivers. That's going to be hit right, and that is a foul ball. You had a money bet. What you bet? I mean, he had the strikeouts. I mean, it's 7. There's a lot of people that had money on Skeens today, and the Pirates and the Rockies and all that stuff. 1-1. Here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 1-2 on Kyle Kairos, the rookie. Again, the Rockies with a lot of rookies. The rookie Rockies, the Rocky Rookies, whatever you want to call it. Definitely a lot of rookies on the team. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. All right, 2 outs for the Rockies. That'll bring up Braxton Fulford. He's batting .219, OPS of .592, 1 homer and 14 RBIs. Walks allowed. How many walks did you need? Did he walk anybody? I don't think he did. He didn't walk anybody. Yeah. Did pretty good today, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Yeah, no, Skeens was attacking today. Again, the Rockies made a lot of contact. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be away for ball 1. Only had 4 strikeouts entering the 7th inning. Got 3 of them to get 7. Count is 1-1 to Braxton Fulford. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. Sawinski moseying on back there and makes the catch for out number 3. Very quick inning. That's what we like as we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Pirates lead 4-0. Had some ultimate bets at 4.5. Okay. Yep, Jonathan Skeens is done. Again, he did finish with 7 strikeouts, if that's what you need. I can't remember. 1.5 walks. Oh, okay. I just can't remember. So everyone had different bets for a lot of different things. You know, again, I appreciate you guys for clicking on this live stream. It really does help this little channel out. It really does. Make sure, though, to hit that like button. That helps a lot. And subscribe to the channel. That helps a ton. If you are a sports fan, sports bettor, you enjoy the play-by-play experience. So, you know, definitely do that. Again, I'll be here. I will be here practically every day. I've been here every day since July 28th. So, again, expect a live stream pretty much every day. And if I miss a day, well, then I'll be on the next day. That's usually how it goes. But, again, I'll be back tomorrow, Pirates and Cardinals. So definitely tune in there. Up 100 even on the day. Bet still open. Pirates 140. Under 6.5. Under 8.5. Under 4.5 Ks by Rocky starting pitcher. Not sure why that's not cashing. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah, he had 0. That's why I lost. Oh, I see, War. That is tough. Well, I'm sorry. Again, you win some, you lose some. In reality, it's you win some, you lose more, but it is what it is. What's up, Chris? How's it going? I'm doing okay. The Pirates up 4-0 on the Rockies, looking for the sweep. About an inning away from that. Again, the Pirates leading 4-0 as we're about to hit the bottom of the 8th. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. It really does help me out a lot. Lost my very first sports bet on a tie in soccer. Didn't know a sport ended in a tie. Sticking with American sports, I don't blame you. Yeah, no, soccer, there's a lot of draws. That's more often than not, really. K-props don't cash till the final out. Okay, there you go. Spencer Horwitz coming to the plate. He's batting .257, OPS of .715, 6 homers and 36 RBIs. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be hit to right. But that is a foul ball. Horwitz stays 0 for 2 with a walk. And the Pirates leading 4-0 over the Rockies. Here in the bottom of the 8th, this game is nearly over as Herget delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 92 right down the middle. Count is 0-2. Herget kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 1. Hi there, Chris. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Thank you again for stopping on in. One and 2 to Horwitz. Herget kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 2. 2-2 is the count as Horwitz has Herget again has been pretty solid since coming in, as here is the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Bernabel is under it and will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He is 1 for 3. He's batting .242, OPS of .715, 12 homers and 47 RBIs as my screen goes haywire. There we go. Herget kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Slow breaking ball there as McCutchen was way out in front. 0-1 counts. Here is the 0-1. That is way outside for ball 1. Hey, Guy, Mike, I was clicking around trying to find a live stream to sports bet with. I chose your channel because of your layout and clearness on the mic. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I try to give you guys a decent play-by-play call. 1-1 counts. As Herget kicks and deals. Chopper foul. Again, thank you very much, Jonathan. My Espanol score today, that's a yay. They're over half goal line. It's always nice compared to everyone else. That's in Spain, if I remember. They're not usually good. 1-2 counts. Herget kicks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to be a foul ball. Hopefully I earned that subscription, Jonathan, if you haven't done so already. Again, it's free. Won't have to pay a dime. And again, there's no guarantee I'll cover the game that, you want me to cover. But again, just, if you happen to place a bet and I'm covering it, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. Again, tomorrow I'll be doing Pirates and Cardinals. And then, again, I'll probably throw in another game from another series. As here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Again, Herget's looked really good. That'll bring up Jack Sawinski. He's batting 125, OPS of .511, 3 homers and 7 RBIs. You're doing great, just getting some cleaning around the house and hoping the Brewers can win on my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Chris, as here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Sawinski's 0 for 3 on the day. Yeah, if I couldn't get this game going, I was going to do Brewers-Giants. But I got this game going. It was working on the Roku, so that's all that matters. Count is 1-0. Jeez, 1-0 count. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball, that is in there for a called strike. Playing the Real Sociedad. Yeah, I know a decent amount of soccer. Decent. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I know some of the teams for sure. 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. Chopper to first. Bernabel has it and steps on the bag for out number 3. All right. We head to the top of the ninth, where the Rockies need 4 runs to push it to at least the bottom of the ninth. The Pirates lead 4-0 over the Rockies. Charles, thank you for stopping on by. Great afternoon to you as well, sir. Thank you. Stopping by to show my support and hit the like button. Thank you again. That really helps out a lot. Again, make sure to hit the like button, everyone, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Again, it's free. You won't have to pay a dime. And all you're getting is more sports content. So, again, all that really does is help you guys out. I'm assuming you guys are sports fans or sports bettors. That's what I do. Baseball, football. Make sure to subscribe. Again, it really does help this channel out a lot. I really do. Thank you. We're growing. We're growing. We are. This might be a success in a few years, so we'll see. Much success on your live stream broadcast coverage. Thank you. Thank you again. Appreciate it. We've come a long way. We have come a long way since March. That was tough. That was brutal. But I just kept on going. Thank you, sir. Still can't believe it. You'll be 40. Oh, man. I'll be 30 next year. Oh, my gosh. I don't want to think about it. I turned 29 in November. Oh, man. I don't want to think about it. I'm getting old. I'm washed, guys. You subbed like, thank you, Jonathan, dude. You're awesome, man. I appreciate it. Really, it helps out so much. It helps out so much. Closing in on 1,000. I really, the original goal was to get to 500 by December, and I've definitely crushed that. So maybe we get 1,000 by December. That'd be awesome. Dennis Santana is going to be out to close things down in the ninth. 4-4 record, 2.32 ERA, whip of a .88. But the thing is, again, I guess he's kind of settled down, but he was a little shaky there for a little bit. 2.35 ERA in his last 7 games. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Again, thank you, Coffee Beans, for being the sponsor for the commercial breaks. Do it for the Rockies will be Freeman. Favorite soccer team is Fukuoka out of Japan. I have no idea. You're good. Today's sweep is poetic justice. The Dodgers spent the season running their mouths and flashing their payroll, only for San Diego to come in and drag them out of first place, humiliate them, and then bury them. Thank you for stopping by, Doug. I appreciate it. That's going to be low for ball 1. Yeah, no, I'm not really a Dodgers guy. No, I definitely am kind of anti-Dodgers. Definitely pull for the Padres. As here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. So it's 2-0. Thank you, of course, for stopping by, Doug. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be probably redirecting to one of the Astros-Orioles games have 2 broadcasters that I associate with. As that's going to be in there for a called strike, 2-1, so I can probably direct you to one of those guys, the Orioles Birdwatcher or Go Stros. We'll see on which one I choose. Go Astros. Here's the 250. Oh, sir, 650. I guess I got it. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit foul. I can't speak when I get excited. I appreciate it, Denny. Again, thank you guys so much. It's all you guys. Count is 2-2 to Tyler Freeman. He's 0 for 3. And Santana rocks, sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up Mickey Moniak. Spanning 257, OPS of 789, 18 homers, and 49 RBIs. How many wins do the Steelers have in them this year? You count 5 or 6. Jonathan. I appreciate that you've subbed, man. I appreciate that. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. No, definitely a little bit higher than that for sure, Jonathan. One and 0 count. Moniak faces Santana as that one's going to be way outside for ball 2. You can write them in for at least 9, Jonathan. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. Just go ahead and put it down. Put it down. 9. I don't know what the over-under is. Is it 8.5? I don't know. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. But yeah, no. I wouldn't believe the media, Jonathan. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. Do not buy into what they say. Listen to Dr. Delay. As it's 2-1 count, Santana sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left. Canario is under it and makes the catch for round number 2. Pirates 1 out away from a sweep. Tigers getting whacked. Oh, wow. Rose Lugo won't screw that one up. He could. He's what? He's in his 30s. He assumed he meant Super Bowl wins? Oh, yeah. No, okay, not Super Bowl for sure. As Santana delivers, and Goodman sends this on a ride to left. Canario running at the wall, leaping. Oh, he kind of knocked it back into play. Oh, what a play by Canario. Couldn't make the catch, but was leaping, and it went off his arm. Oh, my goodness. So that probably would have left the yard, but Canario mistiming it and knocking it back in. Wow. Good stuff. Canario could make the catch, but he keeps the shutout alive, as that'll bring up Jordan Beck, spanning 274, OPS of 783, 14 homers, and 44 RBIs. Santana looks back at second, kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Beck, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out as well. 0-1. Santana looks back, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and the Pirates 1 strike away from the sweep. 1 strike away from the sweep. Can it be done? The Rockies again took the series from the Pirates in Denver. Here's the 0-2. That is low for ball 1. Looks like the Brewers game got delayed for some reason. Really? Actually, yeah, I saw that earlier. I don't know what happened. Good job, Canario. Let's get this out. Yes, let's get it. 1-2 count. Santana sets on the 1-2. Rocks and fires. That is low for ball 2. 88 in the dirt. Two and 2. Santana sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Yes, Jonathan, I'm sorry. You just cannot listen. Don't listen to the outside noise. Don't do it. Don't do it. Trust the process. They're good for 9. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 4. And all of a sudden, Santana can't find the strike zone. So things may be getting a little interesting here in Pittsburgh. Again, the Pirates are up 4-0. There's 2 outs, but there's runners on first and second. That'll bring up Brenton Doyle. He's 1 for 3. He's been very hot lately, batting 417 in his last 7 games. So again, this is a guy you don't want to see at the plate. Santana delivers. That is outside for ball 1, and Davis is going to come out and chat with him. Yep, that's not a bad idea. I'm a Cowboys fan. It's our year, of course. Okay. We will surprise people with Micah drama, and you have you guys at 9. What do I think I have you guys at 8. Yeah, I have the Cowboys at 8 and 9. Not too far apart. So we see eye to eye on that pretty much. Steelers looks like we're a little off, but that's okay. It's okay. And I'm pretty realistic when it comes to Steelers. I'm not like, saying we're Super Bowl. Oh yeah, this is our, I'm not going to. I'm never like that. I'm pretty down to earth. The last 8 years of being a Steelers fan has humbled me quite a bit. So I'm pretty realistic on the team. 1-0 count. Santana sets, rocks, and fires. Ground ball. Santana trips. Gonzalez has it. Throws to first for out number 3. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates sweep the Rockies. As the Pirates, that's apparently their 16th shutout of the season. That's the most in Major League Baseball. That's actually so terrible, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to lie. That is like the worst stat I've seen all day, because that implies the Pirates are so good and yet so bad at the same time. That's how bad. How good the Pirates can be is lead the league in shutouts. But yet we are what? Again, we're what? 17 games below 500? Yeah, we're going to be 57 and 74. The Rockies, of course, will fall to 36 and 94. That's so bad. Again, hopefully the Pirates can get some bats. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you're Rockies fans and any of you guys were tuned in, I appreciate you guys for coming on in. Again, we're just a chill group. Again, it's, Pirates, we're not much better. We're going to be talking smack. Like, who are we to talk any smack to anybody? So, good luck, of course, the rest of the season of the Rockies. I probably won't see you guys till next year. But again, if you're a football fan or just a sports fan in general, definitely subscribe to the channel. And this is what I do. Again, I do play-by-play. And I have no plans on stopping anytime soon. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Are you doing any more games? No, I am done for the day. It's a one and done for me. I'm so happy that it was an early game. I get to relax the rest of the day. I haven't been able to do that for a while. So I am happy with that. Steelers at 8.5. I would go over. There, Jonathan. I think it's going to be a decent year for the Steelers. Good game, good call. Good night, or good afternoon, I guess. Again, those of you guys that want more baseball, what I can do is I can try to send you guys over to another stream, and I'll try my best. Again, thank you very much to everyone that has supported me. I really do appreciate you guys. It's very humbling to have people give you money for, just for doing this. That's really cool. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So, I'm definitely going to try to send you guys over to somebody. We'll see if I can make that happen. As it looks like he's sending you guys over to go Stros. So make sure, again, if you guys want some more baseball, I got you covered with another guy coming up right after this. But again, the Pirates winning 4-0. Go Pirates. Let's go Bucks. I will see you guys tomorrow. Pirates Cardinals for game 1 in St. Louis. So don't miss that one. Again, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. I'll see you then. You guys have a